It's always been my experience that restaurant operators are some of the most generous people in any neighborhood. And Grandma's Restaurant Company shares that philosophy, that healthy communities are great places to live and operate your restaurants. So living that out, that means that if there's somebody out there in the community trying to make it a better place, we're going to try to support them somehow or some way. I kind of have four categories that I put it in, the four B's, if I may. First, mutually beneficial events. These are ideal scenarios, really, because they're win-win outcomes for all involved. Grandma's Marathon, 42 years in running so far. It became a board-run nonprofit event in 1986, but we continue as a major sponsor. For the last 10 years, we've done the Bong Veterans Historical Center dinner at the Sports Garden, and that has been an absolute win-win. The MRA Arts Foundation Dance Party is a major concert where all the proceeds go to fund the MRA Arts and Music Center. Special Olympics Polar Plunge. It's a huge fundraiser for the Special Olympics and a huge party for the Sports Garden as well. But one of the wildest parties we throw every year is the More Cowbell Contest for the Northern Lights Foundation. Northern Lights Foundation is kind of like the Ronald McDonald House of the Northland. It raises funds for families with children who have life-threatening illnesses. We've raised over $100,000 for these families in the last 10 years. Serving on meaningful nonprofit boards helps our people develop their leadership skills, while at the same time they're sharing their abilities and resources with the community. Our store managers are very involved in the communities. For example, in Duluth and in Hermantown and Virginia, our GMs serve on the local chamber boards. And of course, our Director of Operations, Tony Bone, is a longtime servant leader on the MRA. Our Director of Business Development, Tony Bronson, has served as board chair for the Bentleyville Tour of Lights for a number of years. Because of Bentleyville's popularity, we really throw a lot of resources at it. Service on the board, hundreds of volunteer meals, and lots of other things. Not only does Bentleyville entertain hundreds of thousands of folks every year, but through its partnership with Salvation Army, feeds thousands as well. Grandma's has always poured a lot of resources into the local United Way. Our United Way is deeply rooted in hundreds of community programs and projects, so we mobilize our entire workforce to partner big time with them. Between goods, services, and donations, probably $30,000 a year. The last B, benevolent giving. As I mentioned, we try to show support somehow, some way, to all people working hard for a worthy cause in our communities. But absolutely, my favorite way of showing benevolence is when we're able to directly help one of our own. We've done some marvelous fundraisers for staff members who've been faced with major health issues. But one of the longest running, purely benevolent partnerships we've had for over 20 years now is with the local children's holiday parties we do at Adventure Zone. Kids from both Woodland Hills and Northwoods Children's Home come down to the Family Fun Center for a day of fun, food, activity, and arcade, and a Christmas gift for everyone. That includes the staff. So we just try to give them a little something to look forward to every year. So while we have the ability, and in accordance with what we can give, we look for ways to support those trying to better our communities. And support can be given in so many ways.